All righty. Really proud of our staff, and today's a culmination of a lot of hard work, effort, sometimes 2.5, 3, years put together on a young man, and you come down to signing day and you sit at that fax machine and hope that thing comes through. I hope it's signed right and it's dated and all that kind of stuff. But, recruiting is about building relationships. You can pull out your tape recorders from the previous 2 years. We'll know about this class in 2 or 3 years. It's a developmental game. You look at last year's signing class, we had 9 guys that played, 10 guys that redshirted. We make those decisions when the season's over. But as far as the red shirt's concerned, I bet you some of those red shirts will pass up some of those guys that played for us this year. I mean, that's just the way it is. Some of those guys will really develop themselves in the weight room, and as we move into the season, their opportunities will be better. Signed 28 signees. 8 guys have been enrolled early. 20 here today. 12 mid to big skill guys, which is always a number I'm looking for in our signing class. We had a deep signing class this year, which means you got to have a larger board as far as the numbers are concerned at each position, which also to me was very appealing. At some positions, we signed, 5 wide receivers to take it. Those are 5 guys that want to come in here and compete. Because sometimes when you get some numbers, you start getting guys looking at that depth chart and numbers, and they're not real sure about coming and competing for the Gators. So we want guys that got a lot of confidence that they can come and play in the SEC, play in the swamp, and play for the University of Florida. But this class is very balanced. It's a high-character class with toughness. All of the position criteria we look for as far as size and speed, and then all the off-the-field things we're looking for. And it's a very committed class. You look at a lot of these guys, were guys have been committed to us for a long time and never took other visits, and there wasn't a lot of flash in their recruiting process. And that's the kind of guys you want. You want guys a part of that. And these guys got to go through a lot. You see guys going back and forth. I mean, a lot of pressure on these young men to make decisions, and the different factions pulling them different ways. So you also got to respect that. But in our 2 full years, I think that we've been, the coaching process is really about 4 things: evaluation, recruiting, developing, and coaching. And I think in our 2 years, you've seen on the recruiting trail from an evaluation standpoint and a recruiting standpoint, we've got a staff that can do it at a high level.